record button. Lamau. Hail hydrate. Yeah, right. But have a good night, Colonel. I'll be up for another few hours just working. Where's the damn toolkit? Okay, yeah, no, it's on the bottom. Yeah, so that's fine. I will just need to take these units and put them over here accordingly. Alright. I'm doing alright, Sunday. How you doing? Let's see. Staging point, set it's independent, set all the units to playable. Make another unit for the Zeus slot. Let's do something like that instead. I'm gonna need a triple R Vic, so let's just do... Give me a standard ammo Vic. Here, something from Ion PMC to fit the theme. I'm trying to think. Woodland. Good enough. It's like, don't ask why it's a random van, it just is. And then we just gotta go into here and set those accordingly. Oh, I just realized we're gonna need to set a cargo container as well. Bleh. So I'm gonna set one over here, one over here. No, that's a standard respawn position. We want a vehicle respawn. Doing alright? That is good to hear, broski. We're gonna set 2-minute intervals for each of these. And triple R Vix won't respawn with their property, so I'm just gonna keep them as is, and hopefully they won't drive them into the freaking ocean. Hopefully. Next thing we want to do is check Ace pylons to make sure that's properly configured. Which, yeah, that's fine. One thing they were talking about on the repair. I'm going to do a 30-meter search. Time per pylon, I'm going to set down to, I'll keep it on 5. But repair, people were complaining that the repair was taking too long, and I know how default repair does take quite a bit, and I'm kind of okay with that, but I'll adjust a few things. So full repair, I'll adjust to 0.5 for a third of the time, and then part repair, I'm going to put down to 8. And then edit those settings. Wheel change time I'll also put down to 8. I want things to be a little quicker in this community. Okay, and then let's save that as the new main going forward. And now we need to set up a supply cargo thingamajig for the players. Oh, nope, I don't want to Control-Shift-I yet. Yes, unsaved, I know, because there's items in there that you can't register in that interface. Oh, well. Well, that's good to hear, Sunday. Yeah, it's the random van. We use it for all of our random van things. Alright, so I'm going to quickly do a review here. We're using... Oh, not all of them got set to the proper gun. Great. Alright, I'll be right with you 1 second. Use the bathroom. So I was going over what I need to set, because if we're using 318 ammo, but all these kits are showing a different magazine, and oh my god, I should have frickin' layer locked the platform, because otherwise I'm going to keep accidentally selecting it, but 318. That's properly set. What about the rifleman? Yep. .318. AT aren't properly set. I know those guys are properly set, and then squad leadership should be set, right? Yeah. Alright. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna grab a G36, skip to 318 ammo. $75 of those. And now everything else I can remember on memory, so we're gonna need some elastic. You know, I'm gonna be mean and only do 250. Well, okay, if we are gonna have a full group. How many players is this? It's gonna be 18, 19, 20, about 21. 210, each guy gets 15 bandages. Let's bump it up to 300 then. Items, blood-wise, we're gonna do 25 and 40. And then morphine and epi. And then I'm not going to give them extra refined. They just have that. Let's see, we had 67s. $83. $84. I always use the white strip because that's the ace one. We did have AT4. And we had some of these. So we'll do 4, 12, and 10. And then we had a few AT4s. We'll do 4 of those. Trying to remember what else from memory. 441, which might be an ammo type instead. I'll bump that up to 40. We had HEDP and HET. Hunt IR, which might classify as an item? No. What the flubber nugget? Where did the game decide to... did I put in grenade? Yes, it did, which is weird, but whatever. We had a USP handgun. This is a night op. Oh, it can get into night, which means the usual way is I put pistol flashlights on their guns to bypass needing an inventory flashlight, which the medics aren't going to be able to get because I gave them scanners. So I will have to give them a Fulton. Which might not be under that section. It might be under tools. Actually, no, we're going to do a Maglite. Don't you love how intricate this bullshit can get? I don't. Hey, good morning, Poopik. How you doing? And while I'm here, 100 round HK 3 red tracer. Okay. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? And thank you for the follow. Right there. I'm doing 30. And I think that's it in terms of supply. I'm going to do a quick spawn test just to check gear. And to do that, I think I already have her SQFs inside. Yeah, I did. I did that during another mission file to copy everything in. Thursday after school after Christmas. Nice. Well, I hope it wasn't too hard. I have to name the groups. I haven't done that yet. Yeah, so you got the little red dot on the top, and then you got that zoom in. So yeah, the enzyme capsules is for personal. Tourniquets. I don't think I've done tourniquets yet. I've done all of those. And we did all the grenades. Okay. Tourniquets. I know what we're going to do. Spare designator batteries, spare scanner battery, and tourniquets, which are going to be under items. All right, final debug thing I want to check here is how much cargo space do these Vics have? They have 8. Okay, so I could actually carry a resupply if they wanted to. MI8 should have much more than 8. It also has 8. Okay. And I believe these are 6, which I might just set to 4. Yeah, we'll just do 4. Yeah. And that should be good. Let's go ahead and grab a cover map module. You bull-popped Vix. Do I even want to know what that means? You know, actually, I don't. I don't. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to use standard ion forces for the fill-in. see. I'm just going to stick with vanilla blood for this one. So I'll keep that. Give me a G36. Cool. You know, that might not work the way I want it to. Instead, I can block off the elevator shaft. Yeah, then there's that slight little blip there, but that should be fine, theoretically, I think. Maybe. Who knows? Yeah, elevator's inaccessible anyway. And then we'll set up a teleport network to this thingamabob. Which I'm still partially working out on connecting more of. Alright, I'm thinking let's build some basic things here. So a desk, a chair. then I'll just actually like copy and paste and transpose all of that onto it. Just trying to think. Microwave. It's the saddest break room. I hate that little bug where it's not copying things accordingly. Now, this office space doesn't believe in doors, so... that's why everything's like this. Oh, it's doing that. Oh, man, I'm just trying to make an office. Wait a minute. Oh, that's not the right connector. It's flipped. Perfect. Theoretically, I should be able to delete one, and boom, I get the other. All right, and then I'm thinking, like, how do I roof this properly? And then do I want to do any internal... stuff? Because there's other doorways I could potentially work on. So if I'm going to build this room, for example, I'm going to want to end up copy-pasting that into there. Alright, I'm actually going to take a break from that, work on this over here. The fuck? Oh, it's because of that. No, I'm gonna use a one-way texture for the rooftop. Yeah, that looks a little tacky because it's sliding off. If I just focus on the other parts of the campaign, I should be, or not campaign, the mission, I should be able to go back to that. That'll be the last thing I have to do, and then we work from there. Oh, I don't have ZEC loaded. Let me fix that real quick. But I always find it helpful that if I can't think of one thing for one area, I just jump the task and do something else. So let me go ahead and get ZEC loaded for the basic barricade templates I want to use for this mission. And then we'll jump to the next. And then we'll take a derivative of this mod set and make the next patch op. And then what can we do? I guess another op I want to work on is some sort of Apache-based op. The poll result was overwhelming for it. Vix actually has some decent knowledge in that, so I'll probably consult her with what I want to do with it specifically. But looking back in the poll room, yeah, 30 people say yes to that, but of them, how many are actually players in the community? Oh, a good chunk of them. And then some of them that are fair weather people that would probably come into play that, so I'm probably gonna have to put that on something, but we can have maybe 2 wings of 6 or 8 Apaches, then 1 UH-60 to go pick up crew that get downed. Yeah, should be doable. At least in theory. But let's see, our stopping point needs to be finishing this mission and then getting ourselves to a stopping point where I can safely announce the POG mission for Thursday. That's going to be running on my framework. Doors are a fraud made by the rich to keep down the poor working archways. Ah, but King of Dwarves, excuse me. Did you know that minimalism is actually a plot by Big Small to sell more or less? But the one that really kills me is, why do they call it oven? I still can't wrap my head around that one. When you oven in the hot food and out hot eat cold the food, or ugh. Dante does that one better. Broadshore, weren't you going to DM me something about Pog? I'm still waiting for that. Oh, speaking of, we also need to set our zombie settings. That's going to be important to do, especially since the units are going to be able to stun lock. Oh, and there's a lot of zombie settings to set. Use static dead animation, yes. Use particle headshots for zombies. No, because that can be framey. Will infected zombies use biting? Yes. Smash your health to 3,500. Yeah, I'm gonna put that up to 4-5. Smasher can throw rocks. Yes, can do the leap attack. Leaper health in zombie. With melee is at 100. Leaper, I'm going to bump up to 150. Okay. Now necrophage. Enable infections. Infection bleed out timer. Prolonged timer doesn't matter because we're only using those. I'm going to set this to 5 minutes. Resurrected as a set of parasites. Yes, we'll be doing parasites today. Resurrection time. Vanilla is fine. Use Web Knight zombies. Yes. Resurrect as a zombie is also available, and we don't have that mod on. Infected, all of the vanilla features work fine. I don't want green eyes, though. Spitter won't matter yet. And Bully also won't matter yet, but I intend to use them in the future. Stalker will also matter. I have no idea how effective these units are going to be with Ace Pass-Through for ballistics. So that's always a tough one. Parasite, I need to tone the infection chance down to 0-1-0. And the special chance, I'm going to put at I'm going to half its possible thingamajig. Jumpers, we can also put up. We're not going to do any hive minds yet. And Big Arm is always going to be... He's always going to ragdoll people when he hits them, because that's funny as hell to watch. Yeah, Stalkers don't do that, and the Psych timeout shouldn't really do anything, because everyone should be in visual range of each other anyway. So that should be good with everything there. Okay, yeah, and I can just set respect side relation so they can do that. Delete weapon. Yeah, less lag. Just delete them. Yep. Okay, cool. Why am I in that? There we go. Okay, if I were actually to barricade a portion of this town, where would I do it? Probably over here. I'm gonna show people we're trying. Give me 1 second. Oh. Yeah, I'll handle that after. I'm gonna use communist militia because they're literally just armed civilians. So area commander. And they'll have similar weaponry, but the RPK is a tell that it's not actually them, but I digress. And then I'm gonna have to somehow figure out how to make area triggers for the zombies for CQC. That should be interesting. Yeah, no, let's actually keep all the units in the perimeter if we can. Yeah, I don't want any of you. I love how that's a bathroom. And then pathing. And I'm gonna have some holdouts here. Okay. So the final things I need to do is finalize this, see if I want to add a little extra section to that, figure out how I'm going to make the zombie pathfinding work in these sections, and then go from there. But I can go ahead and make more of a mess over here. Alright. So I'll probably have some sort of scientific thingamajig in here, and then these two will be like supply rooms with more office space, but that's just minor detail. But I'm going to be honest, my brain is starting to shut down, so I'm going to take a quick break from this and work on getting the POG mission announced and kind of just relax. So anyway, guys, we'll be back tomorrow for 2 ops. This op I'm developing, as well as the 506th Part 4 of the Chaos 3 incident, which has some really, really cool features in it. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.